Hello, my name is Riley Rather, and my policy topic is police brutality. Police brutality is a pretty serious issue that we face in our world today. Many police officers believe that they possess a greater power over citizens and abuse the power that they were truly granted. Some officers treat criminals as lower individuals and sometimes participate in inhumane behaviors using intimidation tactics. Most of the time, this is by beating, humiliating, and torturing them, which is a serious form of police misconduct. People's rights and even lives are taken away by police mainly because they're on some power trip. Why should we care? Police brutality is a pretty deep topic. This policy topic is important because not only does it affect the criminal, but it also affects bystanders. Police brutality has become a pretty big public health issue. Officers are taking away people's rights and treating them as animals. Some officers go as far as abusing, torturing, and even killing individuals. Many officers stereotype and target mainly people of color. One example of this is George Floyd, who was accused of using a counterfeit $20 bill. The store employee called the police, and within minutes, the police had him pinned to the ground with their knees on his neck, depriving him of oxygen for about 8 minutes and 15 seconds. Was this as serious as they made it out to be? I think that they definitely made it more serious than it was. I think they could have just detained him until he was put into the system or at least proven to be guilty. Police are causing psychological and physical harm, if not death, to many, many individuals. What is the government doing? Now the government has a police misconduct registry set up to encourage officers to stop police brutality. One policy change that was passed through legislation was to ban no-knock searches without a warrant. This helps make sure that officers have a valid legal matter before entering the home and also make sure that they enter the correct home. One example of this is Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor wasn't even the suspect on this case, actually, but she ended up getting shot and killed in her home as police entered her home with no warrant, also looking for a completely different suspect who was already in custody and did not live there. So they entered the wrong home with no warrant and killed her. Does it work? After banning restraints and creating acts, stereotyping and racially profiling is still a big issue. Officers are also able to avoid being sued because of the qualified immunity defense. Police officers shouldn't be able to bypass their actions, especially when it comes to police mistreatment. The government's current action on this policy isn't working as police brutality is still such a really big issue. What do I think should be done? I believe that if the government put more money into poor communities for affordable housing, hospitals, etc., then there would be much less crime, such as stealing, drug trafficking, violence. If said crimes were to decrease, I think stereotyping in police would also decrease and there would be less mistreatment. Another factor to this is to create jobs and housing for the recently incarcerated and to also provide programs to teach them how to live without crime. Majority of the individuals who are repeatedly incarcerated don't know how to live without crime in their lives, so that would help. Another factor is to give officers more training for more specific and serious situations and for them to also receive higher punishments for participating in police brutality. Some may disagree with giving money to poor communities as they may take it for granted or because some may believe that they need to make it themselves. However, if somebody were to take it for granted, I think that would be more of a personal issue, to be honest. And if they were able to make the money themselves, I think that they would have and wouldn't be in the situation that they're in today. Others may disagree with building the programs for the incarcerated individuals, but majority of incarcerated people will go back to jail. Some don't know how to live outside of jail because they're always there. So I think these programs would teach them to prevent from returning. In conclusion, police brutality is a serious underlying issue that people should pay more attention to. And the government isn't really helping. If the issue were fixed, people such as George and Brianna would still have their lives today. Giving money or creating programs could be a start to stop police mistreatment. Police brutality is serious and needs to be put to an end. That is all. Thank you.